Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Charlie Herman from Charlie's Cruise Tips and Reviews. This video is about a tip video. It's called Sunday Cruise Departures versus Saturday Cruise Departures, or should I say Saturday Cruise Departures versus Sunday Cruise Departures. Most people who are not experienced cruisers don't see the difference between 7-day cruises that leave on Saturday and cruises that leave on Sunday. However, it does make a very big difference in the way you travel, how much you spend on the travel, where you stay, say as a hotel, and when you decide to leave, such as i.e. leaving on Thursday night, Friday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, depending which day you're cruising out of. I'm going to use Miami as an example because that's out of all the cruise ports I have sailed out of. Miami is the only one where I've done both Saturday and Sunday departures. So Miami for me is the best cruise port to use that as an example because I've departed on both days. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is talk about Saturday departures. First thing you have to consider is for Saturday departures, your cruise is leaving Saturday afternoon. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I have that 24 to 32, sometimes even 48-hour rule to be in the port of call, which the port city that your cruise is leaving out of about at least 24 hours to 32 hours before the cruise leaves. So if the cruise is leaving Saturday at 4 o'clock p.m., I want to be in Miami by 4 o'clock p.m. on Friday. So this changes the way you travel for a Saturday cruise because you might choose to leave right after work Thursday night because it's cheaper than Friday morning, because Friday morning there's always a lot of business travel of people trying to get those trips done before the end of the week, so people fly down Friday morning and then fly back that night. So Thursday night tends to be can be a bit cheaper. If you're gonna travel on Thursday night, I'm gonna say bring your luggage with you to work that day and leave work, say about an hour and a half early to get to the airport in time so you make your flight, because you never know what's gonna happen with airlines. When you check a bag, they could lose your luggage. It could take 24 hours to get it back, so always give yourself enough time to get there. So as I said, just give yourself plenty of time to get there. The day before, relax, enjoy your day by the pool or the beach or whatever you like to do, just to relax. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time. The second thing I want to say about Saturday cruisings is it changes your mind when you cruise out of Miami if you're cruising on Saturday on where you want to stay. If you're leaving on Sunday, you have a certain place you want to stay, like I do. Well, I'll get into that later. But if you're cruising on Saturday, you have a whole lot more options than ever before, thanks to it was called the Brightline. Now it's being changed to Virgin Trains America. Richard Branson partnered with them and is renaming the train from the Florida Brightline to Virgin Trains America Brightline, or whatever he's going to call them. I'm not exactly sure what the name's going to be. But if you're cruising out of Miami, thanks to that train, if you stay as far north as West Palm Beach, the train literally takes you right into downtown Miami, which is only about a 10-minute Uber ride, I would say, 10-15-minute Uber ride or Lyft ride from the train station to the core of Miami. So you can literally fly into West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, or even Miami, stay in downtown Miami, stay in downtown Fort Lauderdale by the beach, stay in downtown West Palm Beach, or even Palm Beach, and get to Miami for the cruise Saturday morning quite easily with that new Brightline train, Virgin Trains America, and it's pretty cheap too. I'm taking it in a couple of weeks. My ticket was $28. That's one way. It only makes one stop in between West Palm Beach and Miami. That's the Fort Lauderdale station. So that's something to consider when you're cruising on Saturday. You don't need to stay in Miami Beach if like most people do, because Fridays in Miami are fun, but I'm gonna get into more of that later. But if you're cruising on Saturday, and you're not tempted to spend the weekend in Miami Beach, you can stay in downtown Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, whichever is the cheapest. And as I said, you can take the train right into downtown Miami and be there in plenty of time for your cruise on Saturday morning. You can take the 8 o'clock train 9 o'clock train, be in downtown Miami by 10 o'clock at the latest, be at the cruise port by 10:15, 10:30 at the latest when they start boarding, when they start checking in, when the first people on board. So that's, keep that in mind. When you cruise on Saturday, you don't have to limit yourself into Fort Lauderdale, you don't have to limit yourself into Miami. You can go as far north as West Palm Beach, or you could even fly into Fort Myers, rent a car on Friday, and then just drive across and stay in downtown Miami and just drop your rental car off at the Miami International Airport or one of the many rental car areas in downtown Miami. Last thing about Saturday cruising is that some cruise lines, especially Carnival, offer 8-day cruises that leave on Saturday, but you don't get back to port till the following Sunday. So you really get an extra day cruising. That's something you might want to consider. If you're not planning on flying back till Sunday anyway, consider that 8-day cruise. And by doing that 8-day cruise, you get literally a full week of cruising, because the first day of the cruise is really half a day cruising. You don't set sail till like 3:30, 4 o'clock. You don't get on the ship till about 11:30, 12 o'clock. So it's only a 7-day cruise is only embarkation day is like really a half-day cruise. You don't get sail until like mid-afternoon. So I would say that if you want that extra day cruising, take that 8-day cruise, because it leaves on Saturday, you get back on Sunday, and you're still going to fly back Sunday afternoon and be back in time for work on Monday morning, if that's what you choose. But if you like that idea, take that extra day cruising. I've done it before. It's that extra day cruising I really enjoy, and I think you would as well. Okay, so now I'm going to get into Sunday cruise departures. First thing about Sunday cruise departures are you have more options for when you want to fly into Miami for your cruise. You can either go Friday night right after work, bring your bags with you to work on Friday, go straight to the airport, fly down Friday night, and then have all day Saturday in Miami Beach, which I recommend. I've said before, I'll say it again. There's Friday nights in Miami are fun, but there's nothing like a Saturday in South Beach. It's special. The atmosphere is great. You have all the different parties, all the outdoor bars, all the bistros. Saturday nights are so much fun at the Clevelander, Mangoes, Ocean's 10, and any other place up and down Ocean Drive you definitely want to check out. So if you're cruising on Sunday, you definitely want to consider either taking that extra day off from work on Friday and then just get half a day Friday in Miami, all sleep in Saturday morning, relax, do what you like to do, like hit the hotel pool, hit the beach. As I said, the outdoor bistros, the clubs, the Clevelander after Saturday afternoon party. You want to have time to do all that, and you're not rushed. If you want to buy anything for your cruise, there are Walgreens, Kmart, CVS's, Rite Aids all over Miami Beach, South Beach. You can pick up whatever you need for your cruise. You don't have to feel panicked that, well, if I'm flying out Friday night, I have to bring everything with me to work. You can just pack what you need and to travel and buy whatever you need for the cruise in Miami, i.e. sunblock, mouthwash, if you don't want to bring toiletries with you, and just get it when you're there. So that extra day, Friday afternoon or Saturday morning, you can get whatever you need for your cruise. Also, another thing is, when you fly out on Friday night, they tend to be cheaper. You gotta keep in mind, airlines have a reduced flight schedule on Saturdays, so a Friday night flight might be cheaper than a Saturday morning flight, and when you do the math, if it's all adds up together, take an extra night in Miami. Trust me, you won't regret it. So I want to say two things about Miami cruising on Sunday. The other thing is about cruising on Sundays. On Sundays, some cruise lines only have one departure compared to Saturdays when they have two departures. So some cruise lines on Sundays, when they only have one departure, their entire staff is dedicated to one ship, one check-in. So when they're trying to disembark everyone off the ship and then start boarding, you have to keep in mind everyone is focusing on that one ship, just trying to get one ship out, get everyone off one ship and everyone on one ship. It's not like when you're trying to turn two ships around, which makes it a bit slower. Sunday cruises, when it's only one ship, and or you if you get to the port they're ready to start checking you in by 10 o'clock at the latest, because they've pretty much by that time has gotten almost everyone off the ship, except for a few people who have later flights or just spending the day in Florida or live locally, who don't have to be off right away. So around about 9:45, 10 o'clock is when they start letting people in the terminal and start checking you in, and those are days when you start boarding around 11:30, 11:45, 12 o'clock on the dot. So when you cruise on Sunday, you get there earlier. When you're taking cruise line only has one departure, there's less congestion in the cruise port. Just trying to get to the ship, you can get on board early. Now, if you have priority boarding, it really doesn't matter when you get there, because you can check in at priority check-in, go up to the VIP area, and some cruise lines just either they board first right away, they call priority boarding first, or in some cruise lines they even escort you on the ship first. So that's something you want to consider on Sunday cruises. One ship, you're going to get a check-in a lot faster than on a Saturday cruise, and you're going to get on the ship a lot faster as well. And you can just, once you're on board the ship, go to the buffet, get some lunch, or one of the sit-down restaurants if they have lunch there, or say if you're on a Carnival ship, you can go to a guy's Pig Barbecue. I forgot the name of it. It's a barbecue restaurant. They have Carnival ships. If you're Norwegian, you can go to Taste or Savor if you're on one of those ships instead of the main buffet where there are going to be lines, and just sit down and have lunch. And then you can either go upstairs to get a chair by the pool, or even explore the ship if you haven't been on that ship before, or just get a drink at one of the pool bars and relax. Just, you're on vacation, you're on board, there's nothing left to do. Your room ready at 1 o'clock, unless you have certain status like Platinum or Diamond on Carnival, then your ship room is ready as soon as you get on board the ship. I know from experience as Platinum, as soon as I get on board, my room's ready. You can go to your room, drop your stuff, and then just enjoy yourself. So that's what I want to talk about, the differences between Saturday and Sunday cruising. Saturday and Sundays, as I said before, there is a big difference, but it's whatever is best for you. If it's better for you to cruise on Saturday, and leave either first thing Friday morning or Thursday night. If it's better for you to cruise on Sunday and leave Friday morning, take that extra day off at work, leave from work straight from Friday night, go straight to the airport, have Friday night in Miami, and sleep in Saturday morning, or just get up first thing Saturday morning and fly down on the first flight Saturday morning. It's up to you, however you like to travel, but just keep these tips in mind and the differences between Saturday and Sunday cruising. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll be back with another one soon. Thank you.